So Drake, for context, Drake's response that came out Sunday night was using was doing the same thing that Kendrick did with 616 in LA. So
Yeah.
Kendrick responded with a timestamp song because that's Drake's thing, and
Hmm.
because it was rumored that that was going to be the name of the next response. So then Drake comes back with The Heart Part 6. The Heart is a series that Kendrick has where he does like kind of like I dare you to say something to me raps.
Okay.
Um and so the last one was 5 and so Drake did part 6 to say, neener neener neener.
That's clever.
Yeah, but Kendrick did it first. So still beat you to it. But yes, Drake dropped The Heart Part 6. And you sent it to me. And I'm gonna be honest, when you sent it to me, I said, good lord, Kendrick dropped again?
I was like,
Another
excuse
one?
me, this is Drake's song.
And then you said, no, no, no. This one is Drake. And I said,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. I see
Yeah.
what we're doing. All right.
Yeah.
Somebody just texted me they missed it. No, no, we're still live, player. Hold on 1 second.
Well, listen, I thought Drake put up a good fight, but
I think because the old link.
mm,
1 second. Just want to send them the new link.
I was saying I think Drake put up a good fight, but I don't know. I don't think this is the one for him. Mm-mm. I think he had an
I'm back.
outstanding opponent. I was just talking to the people while you were gone, and
Oh,
I
what'd you
was
say?
saying,
What'd you say? What up? What up,
I,
Jay Lopez? What up, Tez?
hey, hey. I was saying that I think that I think Drake put up a good fight,
Ah,
but
well, let's get to this last record. The Heart, Part 6.
I was underwhelmed.
Okay, okay.
Now, on Friday, I said I was fatigued with the beef,
You absolutely did.
which is really funny because hours later, when
When Family Matters and
when
the
Family
Meet the
Matters,
Grams dropped, you
I
were
was
quite the
so
opposite.
excited.
Right.
I was so excited. I was having a good time. I was having fun. I thought it was great. I was like, "Oh yeah, rap beef. This is exciting." What was I talking about 3 hours ago, saying that I didn't want to hear anymore?
Right.
But then this came out, and I got a little underwhelmed again. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
Okay.
bad. It just like was kind of sleepy for me. He said a lot of things,
Okay.
but I just also like Whitney keeps coming up. He really wants us to know this thing about Kendrick and Whitney,
That's his fiance, baby mama, etc. Yes.
the one he's not marrying. Yep,
That's
that's
what
what
Drake
Drake told
said.
us.
Yep.
Um, that's what Drake told us. Yeah, and then Drake also asserts that he fed information
To Kendrick's camp.
to Kendrick's people so that Kendrick could, I guess, respond to think with information that isn't true.
Yep.
Well, Drake, where is the proof that you did that?
That is exactly what I thought. The other thought I had was that doesn't really matter anymore.
Oh yeah, the whether these things are lies or not is has gone out the window. I think that they both open cans of worms that we can't come back from. Like at some point, we're gonna have to deal with the very serious allegations on both sides. But if we're just talking about the beef, yeah, the truth and lies don't matter here.
No, it doesn't matter. And more so, you going on a record that's supposed to be a beef record and basically saying, hey, man, none of that stuff is true. You guys can't believe him. Believe me. That's not the way you ended this. That's not the way you
Yeah.
end beef.
Yeah.
Once again, a good record, but it did not, once again, feel like a knockout punch. And
Right.
Drake, once again, is trying to get out of the beef. So,
Yeah.
first you say you're going on vacation, we need to figure it out. And then
Mhm.
you now come back and say, I know you got 10 more records, but I'm done with this. This is not worth my time.
Yeah.
Drake, Drake,
Drake.
what are you doing, player?
Thank you. Thank you. So, where is Soldier Boy in all of this?
I'm glad he's not involved.
Why
I'm glad
hasn't
he's not
Soldier
involved.
shown up?
Yeah, I'm glad he's not involved. But my point is, Drake, you said you wanted to battle. You said on push-ups,
Mhm.
hey, as soon as you show up, it's over for you. I'm gonna be all over you. I got a bunch of shit to diss you with.
Yeah.
And so now why you keep trying to run away? It don't look good. It doesn't look good. And again, you responded with a record that was cool.
Mhm.
That beef felt fabricated. I'm sorry, I lost interest on day 2. Oh, that's interesting. I feel the opposite. I think a lot of the people involved in this beef have an issue with Drake, including Kendrick. I think everything that Kendrick has said feels very much like, nigga, I don't like you. I have not liked you for a long time. And now we're going to talk about why.
I considered that it was
And my
fabricated.
biggest issue is that all those tracks suck. Look at Takeover and Ether. You can bang them and enjoy them as is. That player, you might want to listen again. Euphoria is dope. I don't agree with that. I don't think any of the records suck. And I don't think that you can't bang them.
I don't.
Especially not like us. Not like us is fire. That is going to get a lot of play
That's gonna
for
be
a
playing a
lot of
lot
years.
this summer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And like that started to a lot of people,
right.
like that started it, and that's a great record. Same
It's
thing
on
with
the
First
radio.
Person Shooter.
Yeah, like that is on the radio. I heard it. I was
And
in the
like
car the
that is
other
a
day, and
number
I was
one
like,
Billboard hit.
oh, okay, this is okay. Do a little something, but I, I don't know. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Um. Oh, I was gonna say I thought that I kind of thought it was fabricated too in the beginning, and I could see how if you would lose interest day 2 and think that it was fabricated. I think in the beginning it felt very much like I said earlier that it felt very much like everybody was playing around for a while. But then things switched at some point and it got super serious, and I don't think that excuse me, I don't think that either of them would get into something where they would fabricate Kendrick being with this woman for however many years and beating her and Drake being a pedophile. I just don't think those I don't think those things would be a part of the conversation if it wasn't real.
Yeah, it would be
Um
a lot more jokey joke. It would be a lot more about lyrical skills and a lot less about I'm gonna try to destroy you as a man. Because a lot of what
yeah,
this beef
or
has been I'm gonna try to destroy you as a man. Kendrick saying, you know, I can tell you have issues with accepting who you are. The stuff about the kids, and it's just been
right,
layer
her
after layer
family's getting
of
involved.
you as a man are not a good person. He even said like you should be
Excuse
doing
me.
kind things to people. At one point,
Mhm.
Kendrick even was like, "Yo, dog, you're just really mean for no ass reason," which I think is funny, but it's about character. It's not about
Yeah.
this battle has not just been I rap better than you. That has been clear from the beginning, I think. And I think as we continue to get records, that becomes more and more evident. This is not just two rappers trying to prove who's the better MC. This is, I'm going to destroy who you are as a man to the public.
Yeah, this is I don't like you.
Yeah.
This feels very much like I don't like this person. I mean, I think Kendrick said it best when he did his monologue
Euphoria.
about, yeah, I think Euphoria, I think Kendrick said it best. Like I don't like you, and
Right.
I don't like anything about you.
Right. And he
So
quoted DMX. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you
yes,
talk. Yeah.
exactly. I think when that happened, it was like, oh wait, so y'all really don't. Okay,
Right. Right.
okay.
And to be clear, I want to say, Pez, I don't think there's a problem with two people just battling lyrically. I don't think there's a problem with, I think I'm better than you and I'm willing to prove it. But
Yeah.
I don't think that's what this has become, even if that's how it started. I don't think that's how it started, but even if it did, that's
Mhm.
long gone at this point.
Right.
At this point, this is, I want to make sure that people no longer look at you as a man. I want to make sure that your character is destroyed. You good over there?
Almost, my ring light almost just
I saw it.
toppled
It
over.
did. It did the Harlem Shake. It must have
I
heard
was,
not like us.
I was trying to charge my phone, and no, but it's good. It's good now.
Your ring light was going OV ho.
Oh, the ho! Yeah, it was.
Anyway, let's get back to the Heart Part Six. I thought this record was good. I didn't think it was bad. Drake coming out and trying to say we manipulated you, you fell for the trick, all this stuff about his BM and whatever day free. It's cool, but what's weird to me about the Heart Part Six is like most of this is about your boy smashing his baby moms. Who cares? Like, what about you? What about responding to the things that Drake said about you? Because it seemed like a lot of Drake's talking points on the Heart Part 6 came from Drake's internet fans. A lot of what he was saying was what Drake's fans were saying on the internet after Meet the Grams came out. It didn't seem like he really was saying much that was, again, good raps, but it doesn't seem like close the book. It doesn't seem like the end. It doesn't seem like a knockout punch. To
Mhm.
me, it probably would have been better if he didn't even put out that record because I hear what he's saying that, hey, you fell for the trick. We tricked you. You're lying. All right, cool, nigga, but this ain't like the Discovery Channel. This is rap beef. Niggas, it's not about who's lying and who's telling the truth. That's not the deciding factor in the beef. It's who said the better shit, who had a bigger impact, whose records felt like a knockout punch? Who is the definitive winner? That's what matters in a battle. Not, oh man, but that stuff you said wasn't true. Okay, nigga, who cares? Like, it's all's fair in love and war. This is war. Like, and y'all have made it war. This is no longer just, oh yeah, I'm gonna rap and say that, Dash, I don't like when Dash does this, and Dash is gonna say she don't like when I do that. No, this is you guys are trying to obliterate each other. So your quote unquote final record saying you fell for it. This was cool, but I'm done. Have fun with your other records. It comes off very arrogant. It comes off very like, I'm too good for this. But then why do you keep poking him and asking for it? It's very confusing to me as a person who doesn't really care who wins, as a person who doesn't have a horse in the race, as a person who's just a hip hop fan here to enjoy the beef. It's been entertaining, sure, but again, and I gotta keep saying it, none of Drake's records have sounded definitive, have sound better than Kendrick's records, or sounded like a knockout punch.
Drake bit off more than he could chew.
I agree.
I don't think he's bad in any way. I also, like I said earlier, I think that we thought that Drake was going to wake up. I really thought, okay, we're waking up the beast here,
Mm-hmm.
which is really exciting because I know and you know that Drake is capable of
Absolutely.
being the beast, right? But I just feel like he was like rapping with like a nail file and just like, uh-huh, you know, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really I don't really think he's in it anymore. And I think that it shows. I
Mm-hmm.
understand why people are asking, is he tired? Um, Again, the music wasn't bad.
No, none of the records.
It wasn't bad. It's just like, oh, okay, this is cool. I kind of checked out like in the middle of the Heart Part 6. I had
Mm-hmm.
to listen to it again a few times But the first time I listened to it, I just kind of started to zone out. I was like, "Oh, okay, so this is where we're at, and this is where we're gonna be." Um, and I did expect more from Drake. I gotta be honest,
Yeah.
um, because I know Drake's catalog far more than I know Kendrick's. Um, so that's why I keep saying, like, I know that he may not have won, like, in the end, but I think he could have put up a better fight.
Yeah, I agree. I think at this point, who knows if there's any more coming out from either side. But it sounds like Drake has continued to say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. He said on Family Matters, I'm going on vacation. Now he said, you could drop as many records as you want. I'm done. This is not worth my time. That's a cool way to downplay it for the casual fan, for the people who just listen to you for pop records. But the people who are truly invested in this battle, the people who care about the art of MCing, we're not trying to hear that shit. It probably would have been better if you just didn't respond at this point because you're basically saying, I'm not the P word and I don't have a daughter and my boy smashed your BM. Okay? None of that is impressive. None of that was great. I mean, the best line is probably when he said, I'll slit your throat and only leave breadcrumbs for Rick Ross, like that one Malaysia flight. Okay, cool. But even that, like, Kendrick is saying way more shit. Drake learned a valuable lesson. Leave that short king alone. Right.